Hi CPU fans, I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at the Fexadon Tech AMD anti-bending, bend correction contact frame. Now, for regular use on AMD, these don't really help a lot, but if you've got a warped CPU and you've noticed that somehow you've had a lot of high temperatures and they've been getting higher and higher, it's a possibility that your CPU has warped. Not a likelihood, it's far more likely that will happen on Intel than AMD, where anti-bending frames can definitely make a difference if you've got a hot CPU, especially if it's already bent. It can help over time to slowly force the CPU to sit correctly, unless the damage is just too extreme. But look at this fancy box. I mean, it's just a little bit too much, don't you think? I mean, it's just going to go in the garbage. Why? Why? You get some bolts and you get, if I can get it out of here, there it is. Get your hex wrench, because we always have to have hexes on hand. And this is the anti-bending frame, or ABF. That's solid on the two sides. Now, if your cooler is not oriented correctly over your CPU's chips, because on AM4 and AM5, the chiplets are down here in this area, and if your CPU cooler is oriented like this with the chips down there, it's not going to properly keep those chips cool. So you would actually need to get a different kind of adapter that would allow you to shift the positioning of your cooler down so that it would be over the chips, so they would be centered in the middle where they need to be. This is something different. And that's really all I can tell you about them. I haven't heard very much in the way of problems where AMD frames or AMD CPUs have bent, and that's probably because they have a better mounting frame than the Intel frame is, which puts a lot of pressure on just 2 points. But yeah, if you need one, now you know about one option, and if you can find this one, you can find others. It's a lot easier to find these than it is to find the adapter that offsets the cooler. It'll look a little bit funny. You can take a look at the one from Thermal Grizzly to get an idea. I think there's also one from Noctua, although I think the Noctua one is designed specifically for their coolers. I'm not sure though. I should mention that if you're going to use this product, you're going to need to take off your AMD mounting frame and put this one on in place of it. They don't work together. This is a replacement for it.
I need to ask for your help. Things have been challenging. Whose life hasn't been challenging lately? So if you can please help me out by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and turning on notifications, that would be really, really super. Also, if you'd like to help me financially and you can't afford to, you can do a super thanks on my Glenn's Fast Reviews channel, or you can become a member there. Or if you prefer, you can go to patreon.com/GLENNMII and become a member there instead. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Bleeping Computer for their support of my channel. If you need resources for computers, for getting rid of malware and learning about cybersecurity and stuff, Bleeping Computer, BLEEPING computer.com is a great resource. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.
But yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Thanks for watching and hope you have a great day.